Welcome back, guys. This is Thanks for Your Money, and we are going to review some hands played with Plo Vision. And we are going to review single raise pots. Well, I guess we could also review 3-bet pots. We are going to play with 100 big blinds. Okay, let's see what we get. So on this spot, the board was 3-bet. The pre-flop was a 3-bet, and we hold the 10 queen. I think this is an easy check back. Okay. Early position raise, button 3-bet, and the pre-flop aggressor has those double suited rundowns and not very high, which make for an okay hand to 3-bet, so that you promote your flush draws into not flush draws, or better flush draws. But here I think I would just I think checking not flushes is alright. Well, here it's a mix between checking and betting 1/3, so you cannot go wrong either way. Maybe you want some protection against kings or queens on that particular spot. Okay, what happens here? 8 and jack, single raise pot. The pre-flop aggressor has a 6-7 ace king. I think this has to be a check. King jack 8-7. We didn't 3-bet with that particular hand. Maybe because it doesn't play great against aces, so probably plays better something like 7, 8, 9, 10 against aces than this particular hand. Anyway, the pre-flop aggressor checks. I think we have to check. We have backdoor spades and backdoor clubs. Yeah, our opponent has a lot of aces here. Well, some aces. Could have also king queen, slow playing those. Two pairs, something like ace jack queen. I don't think he's going to fold that on the flop. Okay, ace 8-4. I come back in a minute. Ace 8-4, no spades. I think this has to be a check, right? Yeah. Okay. Check. Okay, here there was a 3-bet and we check back with ace 7, 10, king, ace. Okay. The preflop aggressor check raise. Well, we have an easy fold here. Let's see here, 6-6. Well, easy fold here as well. Raise. What the fuck? Why do we want to raise here? Okay. 3-bet button versus a small blind. Okay. So we are bluffing here. We either fold or raise on this particular spot. Which makes sense because we do not want to draw to such a weak draw. Okay, let me think for a moment. The answer is raise. So it's a mix 60% fold, 40% raise. Yeah, okay. So then Jack King, they bet into us. I think that we have to fold here. Fold or raise, but I wouldn't call. Call. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay, we have the back door. Okay. Okay, they change hands. Well. Okay, 10 Jack King. And on the turn he decides to pot. I think we have to fold here. It's too expensive. Just calling, I think. I would just put here, although it's close. Race, what the fuck? Really? 3, 4, 8. In this case I would raise for sure, but okay, 8-10 king. Single raise pot. We are out of position. I think we have to check quite often here. We only lead 60% of the time for 75% because it's pretty wet board. So if you want to simplify your life, just check back 100%. Okay, here the preflop aggressor. And we bet just 33%. Pretty dry board, except for the hearts, because I don't think he has a lot of 5-6 on his range. Opening from under the gun. Okay, single raise pot. 50, well, this is on the fold. Well, we check, but we lead with 3 hearts. This is too strong to lead because we cannot call a raise, and so we use our 3 hearts because we're blocking our opponent's range, calling range, and at the same time we do not expect to see a lot of hearts on the turn just because we're holding 3 of them, so this makes it a perfect candidate to donk the flop. You say 9. Well, call. Well, maybe we call because we think that he's bluffing with the ace of spades. Here what happened? So we call with all our range, really. We raise with the ace blocker. And probably with a set of 9, something like that. Okay, 589, single raise pot. We have the blockers. We also block the 10 jack, so I think we have to bet here. And if he check raises us, it's okay because we do not have a strong hand at all or a strong draw. 669, I think this is an easy fold. 689, I think just calling here. So someone from the small blind 3-bet class, and here we have to bet. Check. Fuck me, why? Why are we checking here? Probably betting 3 hearts. Well, we do not hold 3 hearts from this position. Well, maybe because it's a 3-bet pot. I think if we were deeper, this could be a bet. Also, we bet a bit more often when we have backdoor spades as well. And with 1 heart, we bet 50-50. Okay. That's okay. We have to put 150 to win 400. We need 40% equity, and we probably do not have it. Raise, okay. Well, at least we have 2 backdoors or 1 backdoor. Here the pre-flop 3-bet cutoff versus button. This board is a board that connects a lot with our range, but also with the 3-better range. So we 3-bet with our double suited aces, and the board comes 8-6 deuce. This is a board which doesn't connect a lot with our 3-betting range, although it doesn't connect too much with the opening range from under the gun either. However, we do not have hearts, so I guess that this is going to to be a check here. Small. Bet small, really. Okay, double suited aces without anything is just a check. With spades is half bet. Well, this is probably a check fold. Let's say we got a small and then they raised us. What should we do here? I think we have to fold here. Call. Really? Call. We fold like 2% of our hands. Here the flop is king, queen, queen. And we have a pretty terrible hand, which I don't know that solver is opening this kind of hands, but obviously we have bet, really bad. Okay. Well, maybe it's that terrible that he wants to bet and take it down. We have a lot of backdoor equity here, but still with no pair he's going to fold on the flop. Pot or call? Call. Well, actually, it could be both, just calling or potting here. This is pretty mixed strategy. With backdoor spades, you prefer a little bit more a call. Because he could be racing with something like 6, 7, 5, 4 with hearts and spades, for example. This is a stack wall for sure. Raises almost always with the nut spade. Yeah, and you do not have ace blocker here. Not with this particular hand. I think that's checking here. Raise, really. Well, yeah, probably not strong enough to slow play, maybe. We are holding blockers here, but just calling here. We have backdoor spades, kings. We could bluff with the ace of hearts. Raise, really. Why is that? Let's see, we raise and he goes all in. Do we call or not? Fold. Well, this is an obvious fold. I think we can call because we have the king of spades. Betting, so it's a mix between betting and checking. Two, three, four. Ace king 7-9. Well, we lead for 75. Check. Wow. No, yeah, I mean, the problem is that we are checking almost all our range, so it's a bit hard to be balanced here. 1 in 3 you could lead. And we're going to raise 100% of the time. I think this has to be a fold. We do not flush, would be a raise for pot. Okay, so we try to bluff with our blockers, we get check raise, and then it's time to fold our blockers. Okay. So, see you later.